I'm the clinical site coordinator at Duke Raleigh, and we're making this video so we can streamline your orientation and make things for your onboarding a little bit easier. First, I want to welcome you to Duke Raleigh on behalf of Regional Anesthesia. We are the community division of Duke Anesthesia. Our group joined Duke Raleigh on July 1st, 2018, and I think it's been a really positive change. So that's who we are, and we are an anesthesia care team. We are a group of physicians and SRNAs that work really well together. I think you're going to have a great and positive experience while you're here. So a few housekeeping things. One, when you come into the hospital, I want you to park in P1. If you're facing the hospital, that is the parking deck on the right. When you come in, you'll need to go up to at least the second floor where it doesn't say patient parking. Otherwise, the security people will stop you, knock on your window, scare you, and you don't want that. So park there, come into the front of the hospital. Oftentimes, I'll have you meet me by the fish tanks at the front on your first day. If you've been here before, you'll come straight down the main hall. The ORs will be on your right. You'll see that, and you'll be able to see that, and you'll use your badge to get into those doors. Also, we have two lounges. We have the physician's lounge, or our staff lounge rather, and we ask that you not congregate and hang out in there. It just gets really crowded. We also have a lounge on the second floor, which during your orientation you will see there's a refrigerator, you can keep your food up there, there's a microwave sort of thing, and you can also see outside. Or you may eat in the front of the hospital or in the cafeteria. This is the OR pharmacy. Here, this is where you can check out your endoscopy keys, your MRI keys if you are in there. Also here, if Precedex is available, there'll be a sign in the window. Precedex comes in pre-filled syringes, and is actually, ketamine is also available from the OR pharmacy. This is the Precedex syringe, and the ketamine comes here as well. Ketamine was in our Omnicells. Hopefully it will be back in the Omnicells soon. Also, other drips come from here should you need it. The pharmacy is excellent. They'll give you whatever you want. This is our Omnicell machine. Everybody will have a password. When you get here the first day, you will have been emailed your net ID, or you have your net ID and you sign in with that, and your Omnicell password, you'll be asked to change it. The first few drawers are your controlled substances and your propofol. Your propofol has to be checked out, but it does not have to be accounted for. Actually, the top drawer here, you'll have your sucks, which is pre-filled. Your neostigmine and your atropine are all pre-filled. Your ephedrine is back here. It is not controlled. And then now we have these fantastic new epi syringes, which are 10 mics per ml, which is super helpful when you're doing kids or somebody when you need that. RAH, and then Sugamidex, which we love having in here now. All right, the other important thing in here, other than your syringe drawer, we have phenylephrine sticks, which are these large 20 ml syringes or sticks, albumin, and then we have the pre-mixed bags of phenylephrine, and this is 40 milligrams and 250, which is 160 mics per ml. And then your gases. Bottom drawer, you'll have a spinal kit, you'll have your A-line set up, your end-tidal oxygen, and then your transport oxygen should you decide to use this, as well as your CO2 mask right here. Biz strips, and then we have these chlorhexidine tegaderms, sorry I lost my words, right here, which you can use as well for your A-lines and so forth. In this drawer is your tubings, extra microbore tubings right here, anesthesia tubing, blood tubing. You'll just need to come and look around. If you lose your white caps, we ask that you put these guys back on just for sterility's sake. And IV stuff here in drawer number 4. I kind of jumped around, but you'll get the gist. You just need to get in here and look at it. Okay. Over here in our machine, we don't leave circuits on the machine at the end of the day, so this room is not completely set up. On the top of this cart, we ask that we put your clean airway stuff up here. So when you set up in the mornings, you'll just take out what tubes you plan on using, the blade, your non-luer lock syringe, stick them up here, non-open, with your airway, your non-opened airway stuff. Boom, airway is set up for the day, okay? And you have a choice of all three gases here, your DES, your ISO, and your SIBO. I'm not really sure where the ISO vaporizer is in here. GE monitors, and that's it for this. Yeah. Okay. So there should be a bougie in every room. Sometimes it's right here on this machine. Sometimes it's taped on the back, and then there should be a ambu bag on the back of every single machine. So that's should be part of your machine check every day. Also, as part of if you are in a room, we ask that you check your own machine. If you need an A-line or so forth, we ask that you get that as well. I'm going to take you and show you where the anesthesia workrooms are. The Pyxis, which you'll have access to if you need certain extra equipment, like a fiber optic scope or a glide scope. You're responsible for getting those things yourself. I'll take you and show you those. This is the channel, or this can go up to a 4-channel pump. This is the Alaris pump. If you have questions about using it, then your CRNA can help you. But the patient's MR number needs to be put in for each case, so make sure that you get with your CRNA and do that as well. Yeah.
Hi, welcome to DRAH.
And you are?
I'm Scott. I'm the boss. So just refer to me always as the boss.
The medical director of...
Oh yeah, the medical director of anesthesia services.
Holly is our administrative assistant. If you need anything, she is the person to go to, and she can be found in the anesthesia office. Brady and Brian's office is in here too. They're currently not working in their office right now. They're out helping it around. Your scrubs, and get your scrubs in the morning, so you'll need to see her, and one of us is not available. Then around this corner is the anesthesiologist office, and they will, if you need anything, that is where they can be found. Alright, so right here you will find the anesthesia schedules. You can just take a picture of it with your phone if you would like, but we ask that you not get one. The CRNA in your room should get one. What you will find on here that's really helpful are your, if you're in room 2, you'll see that it will be Dr. Redmond and the CRNA's names along with the phone number for each room. If you guys get out of the room early, then please check with the charge CRNA or myself if I'm here, so that I can put you in another room. I know sometimes it's easy to find a CRNA that you want to work with or go into a room, but there are a few CRNAs that, or surgeons that may not be conducive to students at this point, so make sure you check with us. Also, if you're calling in, or you're sick, or if you need to leave clinical early, just please reach out to me. The mom and me just wants to make sure that I know where you are and that you're not dead on the side of the road somewhere. So I know the protocol is to reach to your CRNA and to the school, but also just shoot me a text too. That way I won't worry about you. The types of cases we do at DRAH vary. We do a lot of spine. We actually do more spine here than they do at Big Duke, so you'll get a ton of that. We do a fair amount of cranies as far as neurosurgery does, and then we do GYN, we do some oculoplastics, fair amount of endoscopy, EP cases, which you may or may not be in, and then we do ENT, mostly adult ENT. We are increasing our pediatric cases towards the end of this year. Currently we do peds dental, some peds urology, and peds ortho a couple times a month. We do a lot of orthopedics as well. If I put you, like I mentioned before, if I put you into an orthopedics room, then please make sure that you are well versed on your blocks. So I want you to be able to do as many blocks as you can while you're here. But the main blocks that we do are interscaling blocks, supraclavicular blocks. If you are in a room with a robot, then make sure you are well prepared to do your own tap blocks, of course with assistance. We do adductor canals, femoral nerve blocks, and a few ankle blocks, and a lot of spinals. So again, we encourage you to be ready to do your own blocks. A lot of students get checked off on all of their peripheral nerve blocks while they're here, some even on their first rotation. So we welcome you to do those. The door beside the Pyxis room is the tech's office. There's other stuff in here that you'll find. Things like the difficult airway cart, which is locked up with these straps. There is a key, or not a key, scissors, which is like a key. And the pediatric parts, the key or the code to this is 135, very important. And we have 2 of those right here. Then over here we have the AMBU fiber optic scopes. We have a couple different sizes, and the extra ones of these are in the Pyxis room. There's a key right here on top that tells you which ones go down, there's a key right here that tells you which scope fits down which size tube. We have a couple of these machines, and make sure you also sign these out as well. The Pyxis, lots of stuff in here that you will find useful. Come on in. Not sure why this is beeping, but we'll deal with it. If you take anything from these shelves, once you log in, make sure you hit take for the number of things that you've taken. Don't just grab things off the open shelves. We have the glide scopes in here, and make sure we sign them out to wherever they're going right here on this board on the door. Okay. Things that you will find in here, the rooms are really well stocked by the techs, but there are things that you'll find in here that you'll need, like reinforced tubes, extra spinal kits should you want to grab them yourselves, extra A-line setups, as well as things like NIM tubes and things like that that the techs won't be able to, or won't get for you as a student. They will as a CRNA if you come work here. Okay. This is endo. Our endo rooms are set up a little bit differently than our other rooms. You can see that the top of the cart is a bit different. You still have your pre-filled syringes, lots of propofol in here, and just draw up what you need for each entire case. Airway stuff is here. Just set your airway up out there. Hopefully you won't need it. We have these Entitle CO2, and then we also have the palm mask with the holes in the middle of them. The Entitle fits into this monitor, which is a little bit different. Everything, of course, is linked to Epic. We have 3 places, really several places actually, to find patients in the morning for first case starts. The first place could be in post-op. It could be in our main PACU. It could be in our pre-op, or it could be in our block room. After that, and where they're located will be found on your Epic chart. After that, we can find patients in pre-op or the block room. Our block room has 5 different areas. Right. This is our block room. We have 5 bays in here. I want to make sure that you guys are able to get as many blocks as you possibly can. I may put you in a shoulder room, so I want you to make sure that you get with your anesthesiologist and your CRNA so you can assist and hopefully be able to do most of the blocks during the day. The goal for that would be to show up in the block room at 6:30, do that first block or assist with that first block. You may not actually get to do it with the anesthesiologist. Go back to the room, maintain the anesthetic with the CRNA with the expectation that they would break you out and that you would be able to do the block with the anesthesiologist throughout the day. We have 3 separate endoscopy rooms. Endo is set up a little bit differently than our other rooms. So, well, this part is actually locked, and that's okay. That's okay. So just know that we have 3 endo rooms. We showed you the keys before. You may be assigned an endo. So make sure that you let me know if you'd like to come to endo. We have 3 endo rooms. Endo is set up a little bit differently than our other parts. You can just see kind of here the top part and all this propofol here that probably really shouldn't be drawn up, but that's okay. Let's do that again. When you take patients to the recovery room, there's a couple different places that they need to go. One is our main PACU. All inpatient cases go, or all inpatients go to the main PACU. Outpatients can go to phase 2 PACU in the event that they are on room air, and they have no oral or nasal airways, and they need to be pretty awake for that. So make sure you discuss those things with your CRNA, that they meet those criteria. Also, there are a few surgeons that I have placed information in your Canvas or Sakai about, particularly Dr. Hay. So if you're in his room, he has a lot of information that you would need to read prior to doing his cases. I am currently working on updating our resource book, and we'll get that out to you as well, along with you should have the most current CRNA phone list as well on your Sakai and Canvas. And while you're at Duke Raleigh is for you to call your CRNA each night. We find that it works well for you to actually text them, make sure that they're able to talk to you, and to go over cases. If in the event that you cannot get up with them, I would like for you to give me a call or a text, particularly if you're doing a big case, so I can discuss that with you. That is my job, and I'm here to help you. If in the event you look ahead and you see that there's a big case or a case that you haven't done or would like to do, reach out to me and I'll do my best to get you in there. You don't get what you don't ask for. And I'm here to help you, and I want to be able to help you get the best experience you can while you're here. So please reach out and let me know what I can do to help with your experience while you're at this facility.